way to start us off. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Looking for space. It's Moss. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Here's the handoff. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Just as he released the pass, it's incomplete. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Touchdown, Aggies! A great catch and run for 6. When this place gets loud, it starts to sway. They've renovated, reinforced, and still the rafters are shaking.
They still come out, and they still got the 12th man tradition. So many traditions at this school, and that's why they support and they love their team, and people want to come play here.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Makes it past the marker. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
They're going to ride this running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Pulls it in. It's Moore. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver working the curl route. Receiver got his depth, and he fought back to the football, helping make that completion a whole lot easier.
That's reeled in. It's Moore. Oh, got enough space. Touchdown, Longhorns! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Took a little bit too much time at the line there.
Here we go. Do the show. Break. Let's go with these guys, man.
On the move, it's Moss. Follows that surge up front. He's got 5 out to the 13. Texas A&M going quickly.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
He'll try it again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And that is elite third down defense. First of all, you get him in 3rd and long, and then you look to the go-to guy, Jesse. I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard, 3rd in California, to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is, and this dude's obviously one of the best in the country, but the defense, they were all over it, they were ready for it, and they get the big hit.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Back to pass. It's Manning. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the Longhorns need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't make the connection. The defense gets a 4th down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll leave it with him. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The toss to the outside. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
Really nice run there, picking up the 1st down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the 1st period as we take a look at the stats. That 1st quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the 2nd. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Reed. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Bussey. Tripped up for the tackle. Texas A&M going up tempo. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Aggies are flying down the field. Tight end now in motion. He wants to throw it again. Finds the tight end. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Oh, that may be in, and they stroll into the end zone for the score.
It's so nice as a quarterback, but it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Finds his man. It's Wingo. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Under fire. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Trying play action. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. All that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Looking to the big tight end. Finds space on the right. And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot, he's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. So nice to have a target.
There he goes. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Second down coming up. To the air, it's Reed. Right down the middle. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Quarterback there is just trying to go to his primary target, and they're just not on the same page.
The snap sets up the throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Big man has it. It's a first down and more.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a two-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. He'll pitch it. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Defense has to do a better job with their assignment football, trying to slow this option play down. Someone has to account for the dive, the quarterback, and the pitch man. That time they were missing the pitch man outside, and that's why he scored.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The give to the tailback. Plows through the defense. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday, what an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Oh, they're after him. Hit as he throws.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. It just didn't have it there.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. Going to try to breaks into the open. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on.
Touchdown, Texas! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looks as if he's going to run it. Got enough for the first. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Using his feet. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He'll ride his man on the option. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking for a man. It's Manning. He unleashes a long one. Brings it in down the left side. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how about this offense responding late in the first half, getting the score, now an extra point away from tying this football game, going into the half. That's exactly how you draw up a 2-minute drill. That's how you want to finish a half.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return.
What a break. I tell you what, the returner caught a huge break. That football getting on the deck with all that speed on the field where he was able to go recover it.
They'll run the toss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you've got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching down the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
That's caught. It's Concepcion. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to throw. It's Reed. Balls it in. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. They would have needed a 50-yard field goal from here, so instead they'll keep the offense out there and go for it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. A&M comes back out with another first down. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw again. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop.
That's a decision the quarterback would love to have back. Down here in this area of the field in the red zone, these windows, they close so quickly. Everything just has to be done a little bit faster. You've got to be so much more precise, and as a result of being late on the throw, they turn it over in the red zone.
The give to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Back to pass. Rush is on him. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the faster fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
He takes it at the 45. Found a little run room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time.
Oh, he's got some space. He's run out of bounds after the big game, and they are in business, first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Into the end zone. Pass is broken up. Incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Really nice job of awareness on first down that time by the defender. He sees it thrown. He's able to knock it down for the incompletion.
The screen. He's got wheels. Touchdown, Aggie. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee in the Will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Lost a throw on first down. Picked off. What a way to set him up. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Snagged in the middle. It's Owens. Turning it on. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. You want to create favorable matchups, and the angle route against a backer is a good way to do it.
Yeah, and especially if you're going to run man-to-man, that's hard. That's hard for a linebacker to run with a fast tailback. But if I can play a little bit more zone and stay in my zone and anticipate the quarterback throwing that route, makes it a little bit easier to defend in the future.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To the air, it's Reed. Pulls it in, it's Owens. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. He'll keep it himself. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the third period. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing it. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. These corners backing off a bit. Unloads it left. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. He's going to let it go. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Pressure coming. He's taking the shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3. Looking for the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Got his man on the right.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stopped.
There he goes. Got some room into the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
They'll try. It's a fake. Holder looking to throw. They wrap him up, and boy, that comes when the defense needed it the most.
Texas A&M 37, Texas 21.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Don't think that one made it 10 yards before they got the eager paws on top of it, and the flags will fly. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Out of the gun, the inside give. Punch for the tackle.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. They'll run play action. Going over the top. Intercepted to stop the threat. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Texas A&M. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And that just might do it, man. Offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Lining up for the PAT. To the air. It's the fake, and he wants to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Texas A&M 43, Texas 21.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Ball skips out of bounds, penalty flag flies, and the onside kick is unsuccessful. They'll try the run. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there, it didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Here's a throw downfield late. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Off play action. There's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guy.
Oh, he wants it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just...
Let's go. Black 14. Hit it. Side. Shit. Hut. Set. Set. Ready. Move. Say hut. Let's go. What? Here we go. Set. Slipper. Slide. sand. Here we go. Hut. Get set. Blue 22. Black 14.